Hello children, how is the day taking you? Let me think you're still fine. Have you done some work at home? Like the washing of the utensils, sweeping of the compound and others. And please don't forget to do some physical activities so that you keep the body strong. So for today we are continuing from where we ended in the previous lesson. So today, P5 class, we are going to look at finding profit and loss. Children, we are looking at finding profit and loss. I know most of us have ever participated in selling and buying. When you buy something at a cheaper price and you sell it at a higher price, the price higher than the one you used in buying it, the difference between the two is called the profit. I've said profit is the amount you get after selling an item at a higher price than the one you bought it. For example, if you buy a pen at 300 shillings and you sell it at 500 shillings, so the difference between that amount is the profit. Then when it comes to loss, loss is the difference between the buying price and the selling price. Why do we say it's the difference between when do we make loss? We make a loss when the buying price was higher than the selling price. In most cases, people make losses after maybe an item staying for so long, maybe somebody gets an urgent problem, so they end up selling their items cheaply than the amount they bought them, and that difference between that money becomes the loss. So children, today we are going to use two formulas. For profit, we shall say profit is equal to selling price minus buying price. Children, profit is equal to selling price minus buying price. Then when it comes to loss, loss is equal to buying price minus selling price. Children, have said loss is equal to buying price minus selling price. But with buying price, children, at times it can be called the cost price. Children, buying price can also be known as the cost price with their children. So after looking at those formulas, we're going to look at the examples. Like example number 1 is saying, a trader bought a sack of sugar at 215,000 shillings and later sold it at 225,000 shillings. Calculate his profits. So how do we determine the buying and selling price? In this question, we are saying that a trader bought. That word bought shows us that we are handling the buying price. And this continuing to say that he later sold, meaning the word sold is directing us to the selling price. So because they have asked for the profit, we shall say profit is equal to selling price minus buying price. Remember the trader's selling price was 225,000 shillings minus the buying price, which is 215,000 shillings. So when we arrange these numbers properly, vertically, following the place values, we shall subtract and end up with the 10,000 shillings. So the trader made a profit of 10,000 shillings. Don't forget to put the unit because we're dealing with money. You need to see the word shillings. After that, we're going to look at example number 2. Example number 2, children, is saying a tailor made a dress at a cost of 45,000 shillings. She after sold it at 42,000 shillings. Find the loss made. Children, when we look at this question, we are seeing that we don't have the buying price, but we have the cost price. The tailor used 45,000 shillings as the cost of making the dress. Remember, cost price is the same as a buying price. So being that the traders cost price was higher than the selling price, it means that this trader, after selling his dress, he made a loss. And children, loss is equal to cost price, whereby I said cost price can be the same as buying price. So cost price minus selling price. And when we look at that question, our cost price is 45,000 shillings minus the selling price, which is 42,000 shillings. And when we, after arranging these numbers proper and subtracting, we see that the trader made a loss of 3,000 shillings. Children, the trader made a loss of 3,000 shillings. After that, we are going to handle question 3. Children, question 3 is saying, calculate the profit made by a shopkeeper who bought a radio at 85,000 shillings and later sold it at 92,000 shillings. Children, in observing this question, we are seeing that the buying price was lower than the selling price. Children, the buying price of the radio was lower than the selling price, meaning this trader made a profit. Therefore, we shall say profit is equal to selling price minus buying price. So this trader had his selling price as 92,000 shillings, okay, minus the buying price, which is 85,000 shillings. Children, I said as we arrange these numbers, we should follow the place values. So when we subtract 85,000 from 92,000 shillings, we end up with 7,000 shillings. So the trader made a profit of 7,000 shillings. After looking at those examples, children, we are going to handle the activity as well given to you. Whereby number 1 is saying, Aziz made a suit at a cost of 135,000 shillings. If he sold it at 150,000 shillings, how much profit did he make? Then question 2, a shopkeeper bought a school bag at 17,500 shillings. He then sold it at 21,500 shillings. Calculate the profit the trader made. Then number 3, Carter bought a goat at 78,000 shillings. After slaughtering it, he earned 63,000 shillings. Work out Carter's loss. Then number 4, determine the loss made by a trader who bought a radio at 80,000 shillings and after sold it at 78,000 shillings. Then number 5, Chimoli bought a phone at 90,000 shillings and after sold it to his brother at 100,000 shillings. Find the profit he made. And lastly, children, Berlin sold his shirt at 54,000 shillings. If he bought it at 60,000 shillings, what loss did he make? So children, you're going to handle those numbers and find for me the loss and profit. Remember I said loss is equal to buying price minus selling price and profit is equal to selling price minus buying price. Arrange your numbers vertically following the place values. Don't forget to put the units and remember to use the best handwriting. Nice day.